Hi, I'm Hans-Peter. In this video, I'd like to give you a taste of what my Co-Developer GPT engine can do for you. I'm often using ChatGPT to support my software development work and was fed up with copying and pasting stuff back and forth into the chat. So I wrote the engine, which basically gives ChatGPT eyes and hands there. It can read, write and modify local files on my computer and execute actions there. It's free. I invite you to use it too. Before you can access your files from the GPT, you have to start the local tool in the directory you want to work with. I'm usually doing this from IntelliJ as an external tool. Now you can open a chat with the GPT and have it analyze your files. For an experiment, I want to create a ChatGPT-like dialog that I can run locally using the ChatGPT API. So my first question to the GPT is where its files would fit into the project and whether the code already would serve those new files. To answer this, the GPT contacted the locally running engine I just started in IntelliJ and has it list all files to guess the directory and reads the main class to look for the code fragments I asked for. Now I'm testing the vision capabilities of ChatGPT 4. I'm uploading a rough sketch of the dialog which I drew up and have it analyze that. It gives a rough description of what it sees there, but you could also ask it to write up parts of a specification for that, such as a list of dialog elements and how they are arranged. Possibly the most interesting part is that you can tell it to create some actual code for the dialog and write it to your local file system. Of course, it can't do everything at once, so I ask it step by step, as I would do it if I was doing that on my own. And the first step is to write the basic version of the dialog without any functionality. When you open the files it wrote in the browser, then that's what it looks like. Obviously there's some room for improvement, but it's certainly a nice thing to start you up when developing. Sometimes it's worth rolling it back with your version control system and retry, and then take the best attempt. And of course, you can ask the Co-Developer to improve it, such as adding close buttons for the chats and send and attach buttons for the message. And there you are. So let's wrap it up for now. I just wanted to give you a little taste how it can be working with the Co-Developer GPT engine. Of course, you are very much invited to try it out yourself. I wrote a pretty extensive documentation how to install and use it. You have to set up a local application, the engine itself, and have to create your own private GPT because that connects to your local host and contains its address and a key shared with your engine for the authorization. But it's quite easy to set up as you see here. And it's also an interesting field to experiment with by changing the prompts and adding knowledge you can use. There are more functions of the Co-Developer engine waiting for you to explore. You can find more information on the website and the sources are available on GitHub. I often find it very helpful in my own work, both for letting ChatGPT look at my code directly in discussions, but also in generating and extending code, tests and documentation. So, whether you want to have fun with AI-assisted coding or want to get more value out of ChatGPT in your software development, I invite you to try it out. Have fun with it, and please make sure to tell me how it works for you. See you next time.